Yo, so you guys are paying attention, watching the videos and all that. Last week we took a break from this guy, shot up north a little bit, and scooped up what people used to call a part slot back in the day. If you remember the end of the video, I was just a little bit less than impressed with my purchase. And we've had a week to think about it. If you want to find out if that opinion has changed, check out this week's Tuesday Morning Tech Tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. You guys know how this goes, right? I can't just tell you if my opinion changed. We got to talk about it. I got to walk around the shop, a couple analogies, maybe tell you a story about when I was a kid. I mean, guys, we get paid by the minute over here, all right?
You guys are getting paid?
That's how I like to tell it, guys. I like to walk around, let you guys make you feel like you were there, right? That's why I feel. That's why I do this, I guess. That and I don't know why else. So I don't feel like I'm alone in the shop. Honestly, though, guys, back in the day, right? You would be looking up on something and there'd be in a penny saver or the newspaper or Auto Trader or whatever, Hemmings Motor News, pick your poison, okay? And it'd say parts lot. Maybe it didn't say 1994 Chevy because this would happen like in the early 90s when this thing was brand new and nobody had a parts lot for that. But maybe for these guys, right? Parts lot, 1965 C10. And you go, hey, you call the guy, what do you got? He tells you a bunch of stuff and you're like, cool. How's it look? That's good. All right. And you get there and sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's not. And that's all because people have different opinions of things. You guys see it all the time. I say something, oh, this thing is mint. And Kevin's like, bro, So that's just, everybody's got a different opinion on something. And you can't fault somebody for that, right? I mean, all the time. Kevin thinks this guy's done. I bought a done OBS. But for some reason, I keep working on it and buying parts for it. So maybe it's not, I don't know. Like I said, everybody's got their own opinion. And what do they say about opinions? We'll leave that one alone. But we will go sit down and talk about how I feel about my most recent purchase. Well, I probably should have said purchases because although it was one purchase, like, if you want to frame it, put it in a box, I bought a bunch of different stuff, right? That's why they called it a parts lot, because you got a lot of parts. No, it was like a box, right? Basket case, throw your term in there. But did I get what I needed? Well, that's kind of the problem sometimes, guys. You don't know what you don't know, and you don't always know everything you need. You know what you want, but you don't always know what you need. So I got to think about this still. I've been thinking about it for a week now, and I'm still thinking about it, guys. Can you believe it? So, like I said, I took that ride up to PA, and I did, guys. I dwelled on it the whole way there, the whole way back. I talked with Megan about it. She's tired of hearing about it. I talked with Jay about it. He's like, he gets it. I don't think I mentioned it to Nick. I probably should, because I'm sure it's very colorful, whatever he's going to tell me. That's definitely a promise. But, guys, I'm still kind of where I was at. Nick sent me that ad for the doors, and I had actually seen the ad, and I just scrolled right past it. And then when he sent it to me, I actually paid attention to it, and I was like, man, maybe I should get those, right? And then I always do this. I look at they got other things this guy's got. So I'm like, he has these. What else has he got? And I was hoping he'd have a tailgate because I'm actually been obsessing about that since I let the mint condition tailgate go. That I never should have done. And I'm still dwelling on that, guys. It's been like 3 months, right? 2 months, whatever. It's been a while. And I'm still, So I hit him up about that, and I saw the plastic pieces, and I was kind of wondering about that stuff. And I said, let me just buy the truck. Well, the reason, see, like, I don't just come up with ideas. They get put in there subliminally by freaking marketplace, dude. All right? So before that, rewind a couple of weeks, I stumbled upon a 1990 C1500. Same truck, but a long bed. 4.3 automatic, but it was a 90, so it had like the turbo 350 or something in it. It didn't have the 700 R4. None of that matters, right? It had a bad motor, rusty rockers, rusty cab corners, and who knows what else, right? It kind of looks like in the pictures that it was repainted like with a roller. And if the pictures look like that, don't forget about it. I'm sure it's hosed, right? And it was a different, little bit off from this color, so Mako spray, whatever, who cares, right? I didn't want it for the paint. What I thought of was all the plastic pieces in the interior, which at that point I was kind of really obsessing on that for, I don't know why, guys. I think old Wade got in my head a little bit with that one about some of this stuff. But I also saw the front bumper, mint, right? The lower valance, same thing. It had a set of Chevy SS wheels that they put on these trucks, like, you know, the little chrome steel jobbies. Not my favorite wheel, but it looked to have like new tires on it too. And I thought about I could resell them because, well, we got an idea for this. You guys learn in a little bit. But that's where we were. I saw that, thought about those couple. The front bumper, it had the Silverado front end that everybody loves, except for me. I don't hate it. I just don't feel like changing it. That's been a topic of discussion a few times. But it also had air conditioning. That was a big one. 4.3 with air conditioning. Now, the motor was trash. It wouldn't start, whatever, and locked up. Whatever that was, didn't care. I'm thinking I got the compressor, the condenser, all the stuff I need under the hood, the controls, the what, everything, guys. I can just gut this thing for all the AC. And I don't need to do it right now. Like, I need to do that. But I don't need to put it in right now because it's still, I got the door open, but you see I'm in a sweatshirt, right? So not my number one priority. But I'd have it. So whenever I do, you know, because Kevin even said I'm never going to do that. I was trying to prove him wrong. I live a lot of my life. No, I'm kidding. Am I? I am. I'm going to say I am. But then I started looking at all the little stuff this thing would have, right? And then I was like, okay, when I get done with it, I'll just sell it to the junkyard. Because it's rusty, it's a long bed, it's, you know, nobody cares. That's not my go-to, by the way. Just we did junk the van, and then I mentioned about this other one. This had a rusted frame and all stuff that I got the parts off of. So this is 3 vehicles now, but it's not the way. It's just sometimes it happens. So I said, hey, this is a good deal. The guy's 20 minutes from me. Now let me hit him up. So I hit him up. We talk like, you know, yeah, okay. I asked him if all the AC stuff was there. He said, yeah. Asked him a little about the interior stuff. He says, yeah, it's legit. I asked with the bumper. There's only like one picture of it. If it was in good shape, he said it's like brand new. So's the lower valance. I said, dude, this sounds like the truck I want. You know, when can I come check it out? First, he lowered the price as we're chatting back and forth on the Messenger. I think he was asking $1,000. He's like, dude, give me 800 and come get it. And I was like, all right, well, and when can I come check it out? Freaking crickets. I was like, okay, this guy, maybe his phone died. I don't know. Hit him up the next day. Hit him up a couple days later. Hit him up a week later. Nothing. This guy's gone. It's still listed. It's actually been renewed, right? So I'm like, here we go, Facebook, right? So now, this is what happens. I got in my head, I need parts. I really don't, right? So I'm scouring the internet for parts. And that's when Nick sends me I saw the doors, and I saw them before the whole thing happened with the other guy. And now Nick sent it to me, and I'm like, I need those. So now, make no mistake, these doors are very, very, they're awesome shape, right? I can clean up that little stuff, and I will. I just don't know that, and I still don't know, that mine need to be replaced, right? So there's something to be said about how the original door lines up and all that kind of stuff, right? Like I said, these things line up perfect, close perfect, especially with all the new hardware we put on there. So do I really need these doors? Maybe somebody else needs them. Now I'm a hoarder because I'm holding on to everything, right? I don't want to be that guy. So what do? Like I said, that tailgate I thought was perfect. Got there, it was trash. I didn't take that. The more I'm looking at the plastics, they're not in bad shape. I think they'll clean up, but I don't even know if I want them. I'm looking at it more like I'm digging the work truck bare bones look in there, kind of a little more old school. And I've already cleaned it all up. That, I'm not going to lie to you, that has something to do with it. The seat belts that I thought were way better than mine are in some ways worse. It's just. So what happened? What happened is I got in my own head. I wasn't able to get the truck that I wanted to go look at. I wasn't able to get the tailgate before that I had my heart set on. So now I'm anxious. I'm grabbing at stuff. Don't do that, guys. You don't want to be that guy. Because what happens when you're that guy, you end up with a set of doors you don't need, a headliner you don't need, a bunch of interior parts you don't need, a bumper that's in worse shape, I think, than mine. And not that either one of them are actually really that bad. The holes on the top are going to drive me crazy. So, and I'm not going to put a light bar or thing. So, what happens, right? I didn't do myself any favors. What I should have done is said, all right, this guy 20 minutes away from me, you suck, beat it. The tailgate that I lost 2 months ago, my fault, get over it. And just carried on as usual. But I couldn't do that, guys. I had to kind of, I panicked. I panic bought is what I did. And not bad because I spent a ton of money. I probably spent less money than they're really worth. So I'll sell them off for what I got in them. Some will get a great deal. And then I'll regret that because I'm like, oh, man, I'll find something. And I say, so I'm not going to do that right away either. What I'm going to do is what I should have done in the first place. Nothing. I should have just said, let me sit back and I'll wait. And if I need something, I find it. And it's what I need and what I want. And then I'll get it. Instead, you guys know the story. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is nothing. I'm going to take all these parts. I'm going to put them in a tote or a box or something. Stick them in the back or in the loft or something for right now. Finish doing everything with the plan I had. And see how it comes out. I really don't think these doors are in that bad a shape. I think it's just, what's the word I'm looking for when you see stuff? Visual? Yeah, I think it's just, cosmetic. That was the word I was trying. I think it's like cosmetic damage, man. I don't think it's anything structural. I don't think it's anything bad like that. I think I can just clean it up, paint it up, and we'll be good to go. So we're going to try that, and then we'll go from there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What am I? I'm out a little bit of time. I was going to waste that time anyways. You guys know that. So my advice to you, know what you need. And I have lists upon lists of things. I got it on the board. I got it on my phone. I got one in my head. Stick to the list. All right. I mean, we make jokes, you got to have a plan. So this way you got something to deviate from. Well, that is true. Stick to the plan whenever you can. So I'm going to put this aside. Forget I bought it. And I will keep an eye open for a better looking bumper because I think I need that. But we're out of the door department for right now, unless it's fixing a little bit of stuff on this one. which will come an episode or two down the road. For right now, I got to get back to work on what I promised you guys, which was putting these lights all back together and kind of making it look like a truck. So we're going to try for that. Hopefully Friday you see that. But as usual, guys, only one way to find out. Thanks for watching.